Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's easy level puzzle. And take that easiness with a grain of salt because it's considered easy by the people on the Logic Masters Germany forum. There's a lot of really smart people there. Today's puzzle is called Easy Peasy Sudoku Advent 20 Assorted Sandwiches by Richard. And here are the rules. Apply classic Sudoku rules, which means in every cell on the grid, place a single digit from 1 through 9 such that there are no repeats in any row, column, or designated 9-cell regions. Clues outside the grid indicate the presence of a sandwich in the corresponding row or column. A sandwich has 2 digits that act as its boundaries. The clue is a sum of all digits between those boundaries. And the boundaries are the 2 individual digits of the clue in any order. So 31 outside the grid means that the sum of the digits placed between the digit 1 and the digit 3, order is not given, or basically order can be in either way. It doesn't have to be a 3 to start with and then a 1 to end with. It could be 1 to start with or 3. Just between those 2 digits, essentially. It is 31. So between the 1 and the 3 in this column there are the digits that add up to 31. So as an example, let's do 13 because that's easier to try to figure out. Say you had 1 and 3 here. And we had 2, 4, and 7 here. So this would satisfy, actually let's make this 3 and this 1. So this would satisfy the 13 because between the 1 and the 3, there are digits which sum to 13, right? 2, 4, and 7 add up to 13. So that's an example of how these assorted sandwich clues work. And those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay, the first one that pops to me is 36. If you remove the boundaries, which are 3 and 6, you get the sum for a full line, not including the boundaries, of 45 minus 3 minus 6, which is 36. So that means the boundaries have to be at the end. So this has to be 3 or 6, and this must be 3 or 6. 35 is interesting because 35, if you remove the boundaries, that's 45 minus 3 minus 5, which is 37. So that means what's not between the boundaries has to be a 2 specifically, or has to be 2 in total, but it has to be the 2 specifically because you can't have multiple digits adding up to 2 for unique digits, right? And this can't be 2, so this has to be the 3 then, which means the 5 has to be on the other side and the 2 has to be there. This 3 eliminates 3 here, so that's 6. And again, for 35, between the 3 and the 5, or sorry, outside of the 3 or 5 must be a 2. So this must be 3 and this must be 2. 31, you have 45 minus 31. sorry, 45 minus 3 and 1 is 41. Well, this is 29. So between the 2 and the 9. So 45 minus 2 and 9, that's 11, is 34. That means you have 5 outside the 29. So that means it could be just a 5 here with the 9 being the next digit, right? So then you would have 45 minus 2 minus 9 minus 5 would give you 34, or sorry, 29. Or this has to be 9 with 1 or 4, right? Because it must add up to 5 again outside, and you can't have 2 and 3 because you already have a 2 in the row. So either this is 9 here and this is 5, or this is 9 and this is 1 or 4. Well, to get to 31, the problem is if you had 2, 5, and 6 here, that means outside of the boundaries, which are 3 and 1, you would guarantee have at least 2 and 5 and 6. Well, that's not possible because of that's already what? You have, well, no, sorry, you have 6, 2, 5, and 1 and 3, right? So that would mean you have 6, 2, 5 is 13, plus 4 is 17. So 45 minus 17 is 28. So this cannot be 5 there. Therefore, if you try 4, you have the same problem. So therefore, this must be 1, 4, and 9 there. So between the 1 and the 3, again, subtracting out 3 and 1, 45 minus 3 and 1 is 41. You have to have 10 outside. This is 1. This is already 6 outside guaranteed. So that means to add up to 10, you can't have 1 or 3 with 6. You have to have specifically 4 outside. So then this is 3. Okay, so this is 3. We also have the same thing. 31 between these digits. So that means there's 10 outside of this row here. Where can 1 be here? It could be 10, 2 digits, adding up to 10 there. Can it be 3 digits ever? And I don't think it can, right? If we try to have 3 digits, what are the possible combinations adding up? You can't have 4 because you already have 1 and 3 accounted for here. And that would, to add up to 10 with 4 unique digits would be 1, 2, 3, 4. But you already have the 1, 3 accounted for. So 3 digits with 2 and 4 and 5 at minimum doesn't work because that adds up to 11. So then the 1 has to be here because you can't have 1 digit adding up to 10 outside. So this is guaranteed to be 1. What about 27? 45 minus 2 and 7 is 36. And we have a 9 guaranteed to be outside of 2 and 7. So that's another 9. So 36 minus 9 is 27. So then 2 and 7 have to be then the boundary at the edge. Because every other digit has to be in between. And this can't be 2, so this must be 7, which makes this 2. So, and this must be 25. 2 can't be here, 2 can't be here, so 2 must be one of these 3. Well, to have you have to have at least 4 digits in between 25, because if you only have 3 digits, that's 7, 8, and 9 at most, which is 24, which is too small to be in between 25. So it cannot be 2 this way and with a 5 this way. So the 2 has to be, it can't be 2 and 5 that way. It has to be 2 here and 5, not 4, 5 here. So in between this is 25. We have 3 and 4 already outside. So 2, 3, 4, 5 adds up to 14. 45 minus, and then 45 minus 25 is 20. 20 minus 14 is a 6. So this is 6, and this becomes 1, 7, 8, 9. Let's just keep doing what we're doing. This is 6. Between the 1 and the 8 is 18. So we know this is 1. The 8 cannot be here. You can't have 2 digits and then an 8. So the 8 has to be one of these 3. But we know in row 7, we have a guaranteed 5, 8 pair. So this cannot be 8. So 8 is at least here. So 8 can be here or here. Outside of 45 minus 18 would be, so we have 1 and 8 also. So 45 minus 1 and 8 and 18. So 45 minus 1 and 8 is 36. 36 minus 18 is 18. So we need 18 outside of these digits here. So if 8 were here, this would be 2 digits which would have to add up to 18, which is not possible. So this can't be 8. This has to be the 8. So we have 4 digits inside between the sandwich, which adds up to 18, and 3 digits outside the sandwich, which adds up to 18. Okay. 28. So to add up to 28, again, 45 minus 2 and 8 is 10. So that's 45 minus 10 is 35. 35 minus 28 is 7. And you could have a single digit doing that, but the 2 is guaranteed to not be, well, okay, so 2 could be here, or 2 is here. Between 28, 2 and 8 is 28, so that's 38 total. Outside must be 7, so it must be a singular 7, or it's a singular 7, or it's 1, 6, 3, or 4 outside. Okay. Okay, that's not that helpful. We did all the 3 1s, right? All the 3s? Or all the 30s, I should say, because those are more restrictive. Let's do this. This is 5, 8 as a pair. Um, 31. This is 2 digits adding up to 10. So we don't have 1, 9 or 3, 7. It's 2, 8 or 4, 6. Okay. And this can't be 2, so this can't be 8 here. We know 2 has to be, oh, this is between 18 between the 1 and the 8 here. Okay. If this were 8, it would have to be 6, 5. That's 11 plus 7, which could be Cannot be 2, 5, but it could be 7 by a digit 7 by itself or 3, 4. What about 8 here? If this is 8, this is 5, 6. And that would be 7. So we know 1 just can't be here. If this is 1 and 8, you'd have 6 and 5 here. That's 11 outside, but we need 18 outside and 18 in between. So this can't be 1. This could be 1. 1, 8, 6, 5, 7. So that's possible. 1, 8, 6, 5, 7. This could be 1. I think. 1, 8, 6, 5, 3, 4. So that's possible. Oh, okay, sorry, that can't be 1 because the 1 in the column. Well, there you go. So 1 could be here. This is 7, 6, 5 outside. So you'd have 2, 3, 4, 9 in between. If this were 1, it could not have 8 there. You'd have to have 1, 8. This would be 6, 5, 3, 4 in between. And you'd have 2 outside, but you already have a 2 in the box, so that's not allowed. What about 1 here? 1 here could work. If this is 8, you'd have 6, 5, 7 here. This would be 2, 3, 4, 9. So this could be 9, 3, 4, 3, 4, 9. Okay, no 3 there. 3, 4, 9. And 2 here, and this is 1. So 2, then 1. What about 1 here? You cannot have 1 here, because if this is 1 and 8, there's nothing in between. If this is 1 and 8, there's only 11 in between. So those are the two possibilities in row 7 for the 1. It could be here or here. Okay. Between here, let's okay, so let's add that. 1, 7, 8, 9. This can't be 1. Remaining digits in box 3 are 1, 7, 8, 9, so this can't be 1. We need guaranteed a 1 in one of these, and this can't be 7 or 9. So 1 has to be one of these two digits because it can't be here and it can't be any of these digits. So that means in between is 21. If we have 1 here and 8 here, that works. So you could have 2 digits and then 2. So 2 has to be either here. I don't think it could be here. If this is 2 and this is 1, outside would be at most 9 and... actually, no. 9 and 4, which adds up to 13. 45 minus 13 minus 2 and 1. So 13 plus 2 and 1 is 16, which adds up to 29 in between, which is not allowed. So this cannot be 2. Well, it couldn't be 2 because of the 2 there anyways. So I think any of these 3 could be 2. You could have 1 here. Two and 1. 9, 4 outside, and 8. That's possible, right? Yeah, so 2 has to be any of those 3. Let's do remaining digits in row 8. We have 1, 4, 6, and 9. Okay. That seems fine. Remaining digits in row 9. We have 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so this can't be 5 or 8. 3, 6, 7. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, and of course, the 8 could not have been in column 3 in these two cells because that's never going to add up to 18 in between the 1 and the 8. Huh. Oh, so where is the 1 in box 7? It can't be here because we have a 1 in the column, so it has to be one of these two, which means 1 in column 1 has to be one of those three because it can't be there because of 1 in the box, can't be here because of the way that works out with the 8. Hmm. Remaining digits in column 9 are 5, 7, 8, 9. Oh, so we have a 1, 7, 8, 9, 5, 7, 8, 1, 5, 7, 8, 9 quintuplet in box 6, which eliminates 1, 5, 7, 8, 9 in the rest of the in the box, so this has to be 3, 4, and 6. The 7 eliminates 7 here. This 9 eliminates 9 here. So this is 8. Okay, well, this is 8. That forces this to be 1, which forces this to be 5, which forces that to be 8. So this has to be a 7-9 pair here. That eliminates 7 and 9 in the rest of the column. So this is 1, 8. 8 can't be here, so it's 5, 7, 9. So this is 8, which means this can't be 1 here. This has to be a 1 here, and this must be 7 there, right? Because otherwise, if this is 1, this has to be 3, 4. This can't be 1 because 1 in the column. This can't be 1 because outside you have only a single digit. And so this is 2 with 3, 4, and 9 here. So this becomes 3, 4, 9, which eliminates 3, 4, and 9 in the rest of the box. So this can't be 3. This is a 6, 7 pair. This can't be 4, 6, 9. This is a 1. So no 1 here. No 6, 7 here. This is a 1 here. This is a 1 here. In between must be 21, so this can't be 2. So 2 is one of those two. We have 6 and 7 outside here. 8. We have to have 18 outside here. So I could be 2, 7, and 9. That could work. This is 28. So in between, so including the digits in between and with the boundaries, you have 2 and 8. That's 10 plus 28 is 38. So outside the boundaries has to be 45 minus 38, which is 7. And 8 cannot be here because you can't have 28 in between in a single digit. So this can't be 8. So these two must be outside the boundaries. So then this has to be 3 and 4. So that's 3, 4. This is 8 guaranteed to be here. And then again, we have 9 removed from 45. And then 8 removed from 45, which is 28. So these can't be 4. These can't be 3. This cannot be 8 and 2 anymore, adding up to 10. It's 4 and 6. Which means the remaining digits in row 3 are 2, 5, 7, 9. No 2 here because 2 in the column. No 7 here because of 7 in the column. This is 4, 6 as a pair. What are the remaining digits in row 1? We have, well, 1 can't be here. 1 can't be here. This must then be 1 in row 1. Then we have 4, 7, and 9. And 4 cannot be either of these digits. So this must be 4 here. So this must be a 7, 9 pair here. And this couldn't be 4 because of a 4, 6 pair in the row, or in the box. Remaining digits in box 1 are 2, 5, and 8. This can't be 2 or 5, so it's 8, which forces this to be a 2, 5 pair. In between, then, if we try to have the 5 here and this 2, in between, outside, actually, let's do that, is 5874 at least. 4 and 5 add up to 9. Plus 7 plus 8 is 24. Plus 1 plus 2 is 27. So 45 minus 27 is 18, which is not allowed. So this has to be 2 here. This is 5. Remaining digits then, this can't be 3 in column 1 because of the 3 there. So to add up a 21 between 2 and, or actually let's do outside of the 2 and 1, it must be, so 45 minus, so 21 plus 2 and 1 is what, 24? Yes. 21 plus 2 and 1 is 24, so 45 minus 24 is 21. Interesting. So then we have 4, 8, and 9 adding outside, adding up to 21 also. So that forces this to be 7. We cannot have 7 in the rest of the row. So this is 2, 5, 9. Remaining digits in row 2 are 3, 6, and 7. And this can't be 7. If we had a 3 here, the digits between 1 and 3 adds up to 0. So this can't be 3. This is 6, which eliminates 6 here. This is 9. So this can't be 9 here. No 6 here, no 3 here because of 3 in the column. So this is 7 and 3. Where can 7 be then in column 5? Well, between the 1 and the 7 must add up to 17. This is 1. If this is 7 in either place, that's not going to add up to 17. So 7 has to be here, which forces this to be an 8-9 pair in between. That eliminates 8 and 9 in the rest of the column. This can't be 9 here, so that's 6. This can't be 8, so that's 5 and 8. So this can't be 5 or 9. It's 2, which makes this 5, which makes this 9. Okay, we have 13 in between the 1 and the 3 in column 6. This is 1. That's 6, 5, which adds up to 11. So it must be 2 next and 3 and then 4. Between the 1 and the 8, or outside the 1 and the 8, have to be 18 also, right? 18 plus 1 and 8 adds up to 45. So what combination can this be? It's 7, 9, and 6, 7. You can't have 5, 7, 9 outside because that adds up to 21. So it must be 5, 6, 7. Makes this 9, which makes that 7. This can't be 9 anymore. Outside of 23. So we have 23 plus 2 and 3 is in all the stuff in the middle. And the boundaries. So 23 plus 2 and 3, which is 5, is 28. 45 minus 28 is 17. Well, that's exactly 9 plus 1 plus 7. That's 17, so this must be a 3 here. So this is 2, 3. And the remaining digits in column 2 are 4, 5, 6, and 8. Okay. Remaining digits in column 3 are 2, 3, 4, and 9. And this can't be 2, this can't be 3, this can't be 2 or 4. We have a 3, 4, 9 triplet in column 3, which eliminates 3, 4, 9 in the rest of the column. This can't be 4 or 9. It's 2. And this is 4, 5, and 6 as the remaining digits. What happens if we have 1 here? Well, 5 could be either here, here, or here. The problem with this is you have 0 in between the 1 and the 5 here, if this is 1. If you have 5 here, this is at most 10. And if you have 5 here, this is going to be every other digit, which is much greater than 15. So this can never be 1, which means this must be 1 here. This is 8. This can't be 5 because between those are 0. You could have 5 here. That definitely could add up to 15. And this cannot be 5 because this is 2, 3, 4, 6, 8 at minimum, which is way too big. 2, 3, 4, 6 already adds up to 15 by itself, and then plus 8 is 23. So this has to be 5 here. Therefore, this adds up to 15 in between. You can only have 3, 4, and 8, which is the minimum. So this is 3, 4, 8. No 4, 5, 8 here. This is 6, and this becomes a 7, 9 pair outside. With the 6 also. Oh, 6 and 2. So, again, in between is 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 3, 4, 8. This 8 eliminates 8 here, so this is 9. This can't, neither of these can be 5. No 6 here, which means this is 4. This can't be 4, that's 6. So this can't be 4, 6. This becomes a 5, 8 pair. 1 is one of these two. This can't be 4 anymore, no 4 here. 7 eliminates 7 here, and this can't be 9 because of 9. Wait, that doesn't work. How did I get 4 and 6 here? That's wrong. Okay. Yeah, it's 1, 5, 6. Apologies for that. I don't know. Okay, that changes things then, because we don't know where 1, 5 have to be in row 5. And that's the deciding one. I think we're all done with every other sandwich clue. Right? Why can this be 3? Yeah, this still could be okay. No, this still had to be 3 and 6 here to add up to 18 outside. So between the 3 and the 5, we have outside of it 2, 5, and 3, which is 10. 45 minus 10 is 35, so that works there. Outside of this has to be 2 and 3 because this is, yeah, that's okay. So that works fine. This had to be 2, and this had to be 4, 5, 6, 1, 5, 6, right? Okay, so again, outside 23, 2 and 3 is 1, 7, 9. So 4, 5, 6, 8 is in between. That's 15 plus 8 is 23. So that works. Between the 1 and the 8, or outside the 1 and the 8, or between the 1 and the 8 is 3, 4, 2, and 9, which adds up to 18. Outside 2 and 8 here is 3 and 4 and 10. So it's 17. 45 minus 17 is 28. Outside 1 and 7 here, or between 1 and 7 is 8 and 9, which is 17. Between 1 and 3 is 2, 5, 6, which is 13. Between 2 and 7, or I'd say outside 2 and 7, or not including 2 and 7 and 9, is 18. 45 minus 18 is 27. Outside 2 and 5 here is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is 20. So 45 minus 20 is 25. Outside 3 and 1, well, including 1 and 3, so that's 6, 4, 3, 1. 10 plus 4 is 14. 45 minus 14 is 31. Between the 3 and the 6 is every other digit. 45 minus 3 and 6 is 36. Between the 2 and the 1 is 3, 7, and 5, 6, which adds up to 21. Between the 3, 1 here, or outside the 3, 1 here, again, this is 3, 1, 4, 6, which adds up to 14. 45 minus 14 is 31. Between the 1 and the 8 is 6, 5, 7, which is 18. Between the 3 and the 5, or outside the 3 and or not including the 3 and 5, and the 2 is 45 minus 10, which is 35. And not including 2, 9, 4, 1 is 11 plus... Sorry, yeah, 11 plus 5, which is 16. 45 minus 16 is 29. So we are all done with everything except for the 15 clue. Okay, this has to be in column 1. It's 1, 4, 6, 7, 9. So we could have a... Oh. We still have the same problem with this one, right? 5 can be here, here, or here. And none of those work with this being 1 here. So this cannot be 1. What about this being 1? If this is 1, this can't be 5 because there's only 2 in between. If this is 1, this is 8 and 9 in between guaranteed because that would be 5. But that doesn't work either because, again, 8 and 9 already add up to 17. So this can't be 1 either. So therefore, we do have a 1 here. So this is 1. This is 8. You cannot have 5 here. It's 0 in between. You can't have 5 here. There's too many digits in between. So then this has to be 5 also. So this, we came to the correct conclusion. We just had to add an extra check for this being 1. So no 5 here, no 5 here. In between has to be 3, 4, and 8. So that's 15. This can't be 4 or 8. It's 6. This can't be 4 or 6. So that's 7 or 9. 6 eliminates 6 here, so that's 4. No 4 here, that's 6. So this cannot be 4 and 6. We have a 5, 8 pair. 8 here eliminates 8 here. So this is 5 and this is 8. That eliminates 5 here. Where's the 5 in column 9? It has to be there. This can't be 4 anymore. No 4, no 4. No 6 here. This 8 eliminates 8 here, so that's 9, which eliminates 9 here, so that's 3. This can't be 3 in either case. This can't be 3. 3 eliminates 3 here, so that's 6, which eliminates 6 here, so that's 1. This can't be 1, 4, or 9. It's 7, which makes this 9, which makes this 4, which makes this 1. 4 eliminates 4 here, so it's 9 and 4. 1 eliminates 1 here, so it's 6. This can't be 6, it's 3. This can't be 7, it's 9, which makes this 7. Would I consider this easy? It's easy-ish. There's a lot of math, I guess. The logic behind it isn't that bad. I would say I would consider it easy logic. The execution, though, it's a lot of math. It's a lot of math. So, I mean, it's all simple arithmetic, though, too. I don't know how I feel about it. Maybe a touch harder than easy, but would I rate it easy, I guess? I guess I would. Yeah. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.